All right, I'm back with a little more outward, and we're just going to keep going here. This is kind of like the last one, about 2 hours, sped up 4 times, so I'm just flying through it. I don't know if I'll keep the whole thing 4 times or not, because after a little while, especially in this game, you get doing the same thing to start. You kind of go around, get your money because you can't level up. So basically, leveling up or getting better is all about getting money and buying your traits and the things that are going to make you better armor and better skills. So in the last one, I got two of those. Um, oh, energy cores or whatever. So we're going to throw them in here and grab this decent backpack. I'm still using a machete, and see this dog comes, and I'm trying to get him without getting any damage. So I dance around with him to the left, and you just wait till he lunges and then take a strike. So I get pretty close. He does get me right at the end, but doing that it does take a while. And if you're not careful and impatient, you'll try to take two swipes, and then he'll nip you like he did me. But that's all right. Sometimes if it irritates you, you just keep going and trading blows. But trading blows in this one's game's not really a good idea. Because you'll think you got them down, like, okay, we'll just trade a few blows and knock them off, and they finish you off. But I don't get everybody here, but I do want these two archers just for their ammo. Of course, I use a lot of ammo getting them, but not as much as I collect. There we go. I watched a fellow the other day. Pretty interesting. His thoughts on reincarnation. I think there's something to it, but when explanations become religious, because I don't know, I consider myself um, kind of trying to understand spirituality, but not in a religious context. To me, the difference is, um, you know, being spiritual is an inward search, but religious is just, you know, believing what a preacher or it gets me distracted when I'm even just watching this go so fast. Our priest tells you what to believe. I don't like to be told what to believe. So I ponder what's realistic. And he was pretty rational and intelligent about his approach, and very interesting. It was Dr. Raymond Moody, and he ended that by saying, "I want to be known as the student of philosophy who learned how to discuss logically and intelligently the meaningless and unintelligible." And I thought, man, that is heavy. So that was interesting, and that's kind of what a lot of stuff that I ponder all the time. Even when I'm doing stuff like this, I'm pondering the meaning of reality and life itself. I know there's going to be some that already figured it out, and those some will tell me that uh, where I'm going wrong, but I've got to come up with it myself. If that makes sense, I don't know. I probably shouldn't even be blabbing that kind of stuff here, but it's just always on my mind. And I'm basically just doing this to slow my brain down a little bit because it does. If I'm doing something mundane, boy, my brain just flies. Let's see what kind of gold he's got now. Get the rest of it. Apparently none. That's all right. This guy will. I'll switch swords and I'll use that other one instead of the machete. But the machete's, I think, a little faster if I'm interpreting those numbers right. The sword is 1 and machete's 1.2. Sword's much higher damage, so that probably makes up. But if you're fast enough not to get hit, then, maybe it don't. And then that goes back to then pondering the evidence. If my evidence is right, and that's the same way with people that spout other people's thoughts. It's like, well, are you interpreting the evidence right? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, we're going to just clean this place out. That stupid thing that he shoots at me is kind of just tracks me. I tried to do the same thing, and usually when I dance to the left, it works a little bit better than dancing to the right. But say, look, it followed me around the corner, and now it's got me all um, confused and in pain. Now, sometimes my mind is in pain anyway, but that's a whole nother story. I come from a minister's family, fifth generation minister myself, still call me a minister, although I'm somewhat agnostic to the way I've been raised. Not that I don't believe in a higher power, I think it's evidence in what I see around me. Um, but, in man's word and what they're telling me don't make a whole lot of sense. And that's the beauty of a self journey. You start figuring out things on your own and what makes reason and sense to you. Doesn't necessarily mean it's truth, not necessarily. You're human and you're doing the best you can with what you got, but everybody's been given something a little bit different. Oh, there we go. I usually have to make several trips to this place to get everything, but I found that nicer backpack, bigger one. I don't know that I'm crazy about the aesthetics. It just looks like you're carrying a couple of boxes on your back, but it's got a nice capacity. And that's probably what matters, probably in life too, because somebody might not be aesthetically pleasing, but they got a nice capacity for love and compassion, and it makes them a lot more interesting. And see, that stupid bird just runs off. I even hate to waste my time on those dumb things. And I've got poison arrows equipped, and you think he would just go, but those arrows are like poison after a few hits. I don't know how many is what they're calling a few, but I can load up those idiots with arrows and still not get him. There we go. Not get him poisoned anyway. I'm starting to think it might be a troll. I'll get his gold now. I still think I got a little bit of time, so I'll go back out there as far as doing some more exploring. Oh, there's the Immaculate's Cave. I forgot about that. And if I get over there, then maybe I might as well go to the old hermit and get my weather tolerance perk. Whoop, 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 whoop. I see. There's two of them. That makes dancing around them a little more difficult. See, I'll try. There you go. And that stupid bird wanted to join the dance. I guess he was jealous. Yep, see, there they go. Not worth it. Oh, but there's some more fellers. I'll be glad when I get some of my arrow perks, though, and I'll do some bleed damage on those fellers, and I won't have to finish them off. And at least that bleed perk, piercing shot or whatever, it's not like you have to do a few of them to get it. It one shot causes them to bleed. Not like those stupid poison arrows or even the fire arrows as far as that goes. You have to hit them half a dozen times to catch them on fire. It's like trying to start a fire with wet wood. I'll go through all of that and then I'll just let him keep his stuff, say he needs it more and he thanks me. So I don't know if there's a benefit to that because I've not done it before. I know where a few of those caves are around and I'll just let him keep it and maybe by the end of that he'll I'll get something better than if I was greedy and grabbed all his stuff. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I know what he usually gives you if you ask for power or shelter protection, and it's mediocre at the best. I do have some Predator pieces that I can make it like a fang weapon with. Yeah, I don't know if speeding this up 4 times is going to be hardly watchable or not, but if you've made it this far, and it is. But the way I figure this would be like four deals if I did it the other way. All right. I'll sip my coffee this morning. It's 3:33 a.m. right now. It's crazy how that works. The clock that I get up to is off because it's a tablet, and for some reason it sets itself, but it never sets itself at the right time. It's like a stupid smart tablet. I mean, it's kind of goofy. So when I got up this morning, it said 3:33. So either my time has stopped or that tablet's clock is way off. Because I know this one's right. Another bird. I guess it's having plenty of resources if you gotta have their meat and stuff to have those. But yeah, that those birds are not my favorite thing on here. I think just the fact that once they take off running, if you're not quick enough, you've done lost them. There's another one. I'm gonna go around him. Did a song yesterday. I didn't put it on here. I didn't think it was good enough, but I might. I gotta get over kind of stuff like that because in reality, I do a lot of stuff I'm not good at, but I enjoy it, so I do it anyway, and I enjoy it sharing it. And the ones that know me and love me, they'll appreciate it, whether it's good or not. If you're a real music um, kind of person, and some, especially some of my older stuff, it may be hard to listen to because I might be off key and might not be singing as good as I'd like, even myself. I've got a good ear, but sometimes it's just hard for me to control what comes out. I don't have good control like that. Those kind of people, they'll just turn it off because I'll make their ears bleed. Like, well, sorry. I tried and I enjoy it, so I do it. But I might end up putting it on, or who knows, I might do a take 3 after this. And if it's better, I might put that one on. But it was Wicked Game where I'm kind of learning it on the guitar. Nothing fancy. 3 chords, and I'm not, I don't go overboard with it. Not like it would even be a choice. Or I might draw. I've not drawn in a while. I like doing art too. I'm a little more efficient at it. There we go. I'll sell it right up to, if I've got 150, that'll get me the perks that I want from him. I'm up to 8 gold. And even have a spare power cell after getting my backpack. Any other time I wouldn't have that. Now see, this kind of stunning my gold process because he's going to have the master trader garb. And yeah, I need that. Here we go. I think the other one looks a little bit better, but that master trader garb, now that's the cat's meow, man. I'm telling you. We'll go down here and get this stuff. This wasn't quite as pleasant as what I'd hoped. I put on a little bit of spirit varnish and tried to get this fella here as quick as I could. I got I got him, but this other one. See, this one did damage, and we just started trading blows just because he had got into me. See, at first I forget about that lever there, but there we go. If you miss that lever, you'll think that one chest, which is pretty lame, oh, got it. But now I got a prayer sword, which I think that one's better. So, yeah, with the stuff you find and the money you get to buy better stuff is kind of how you're leveling, and then using all the bonus deals you get from potions and stuff. I don't do very much of that. I think one fellow made a comment on one of my videos that I need to do more alchemy stuff and gave me a recipe. And like, I'm just not into it. I just like to play, but I might start experimenting with some of that other stuff. I mean, I just completed the desert mission, the faction there, and also the holy mission. This one will probably either be Blue Chamber or the DLC. I don't know about that one though. All right. Well, I'm getting really close to being done with this video, so we'll run back to town and call it a call it done. Anyway, I hope I didn't blab too much off topic and just sharing my thoughts, but that's kind of who I am as a person. The individual. I'm kind of in love with the individual, but I find groups and the masses kind of kooky. But we'll sell our stuff, get a little bit of our gold back. We'll still be up there pretty decent. And then we'll work on it again. But I'll blab at y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.
プレイステーション